Hello, my name is Dirk Cobry, and today I'm going to talk to you about how to transfer files from your local computer to the High Performance Computing Center and from the High Performance Computing Center back to your local computer. We will be doing this in Windows, and I'll be using a program called Secure Copy. The Windows version that we will be using is called WinSCP. So I just type WinSCP into Google and I get the download page. It's one of the first hits. Now ignore this advertisement. We'll go down here to downloading WinSCP and I want the installation package. So we'll click there. Normally this download would happen automatically, but I have security sessions and it requires me to click on this bar and say, yes, I want to download the file. We're going to save the file to the desktop. Alright, once the file is done downloading, I will close this window and close my web browser. And I can see the installer on my desktop. Double click the installer. Yes, I do want to run this file. And yes, I want to let this file make changes to my computer. I'm going to select English as my language. Click Next. I've already read this policy, but generally read that policy. If you accept it, click on the little bullet and then click Next. I'm going to do a typical recommended installation, and I'm going to use the standard commander interface. Install. Now I have the option to launch WinSCP, which I'm going to unclick and hit finish. And now we've installed WinSCP. To run WinSCP, I just double click on this icon and I get prompted with a WinSCP login window. To connect to the High Performance Computing Center, type hpcc.msu.edu, port number default is 22. Your MSU net ID is your username, so in my case it's COLBRYDI, and I'm not going to type my password. If I don't type my password here, it will ask me every time I log in. And before I click the login button, I'm actually going to click the save button and save this session as HPCC. Now every time I start WinSCP, I'll be given all my saved sessions, and I can just click on the HPC and then click login. The first time I log in, it's going to ask me for a key. This only happens once, and if you trust the High Performance Computing Center, you can click yes. And then it's going to ask for my MSU password. Once I've typed the password, I can click OK. Now I get a two-paneled window. On the left-hand side is my home or my documents directory on Windows. And on the right-hand side is my home directory on the High Performance Computing Center. And now all I need to do to transfer files between one and the other is just drag and drop them between these two panels. So let's just pick a program. Intel10.txt, and we'll drag it over here. Yes, do you want to copy it? Yes, I do. And now it is in the, here's the Intel10.txt file. If I actually open Windows Explorer and click on my documents, there's the file here on my local computer. I can also double click on the file and it gets opened up in Windows. Now this is just stuff that I was using for debugging, but let's pretend I want to edit this file and say Dirk was here. and I now want that file on the HPC with my edits. All I have to do is drag and drop it back. And that's it. I can now copy files to and from the high performance computing center using Windows.